Good morning, stackers. Here is silver on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, $29.84 US cents. Silver is back in business. As long as we stay over certain amounts, we'll take a look at those. Of course, we'll do gold and silver and platinum too. Look, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching on the replay, just use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But look, if you're watching live, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, in the first 1 minute of the show. However, we do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage, I grab a tasty beverage, and we slurp it together. Here we go. Grab your tasty beverages in 3, 2, 1. Great to see you. Let's get straight into the silver price. We're trying a little bit of a different format today to keep it pumping, keep people watching. So here is silver on the, as I said, daily time frame, price in USD, using the tradingview.com website. So what am I talking about in terms of the back in business line? Well, for my 606 subscribers, you all know what I'm talking about. But for the new people watching, here is the back in business line as far as I'm concerned. It's whenever we're over 29 US dollars, we're back in business, saying that it's a much less likely chance that we are going to see lower prices from here. Okay, so we are currently in this little trading range here. You see this right here, you see this downtrend line and you see this uptrend line, and we're right in there, and that's great to see. Sorry, this was the weekly time frame, my apologies. Here is the daily right now, and what we saw at the close of business last week was a beautiful fake out, and we love the fake outs in the opposite direction, in the upward direction. Okay, it was a failed move to stay below the back in business line of 29 US dollars, and we broke up and closed at $29.80. Now, do you remember we've spoken about $29.80 for a long time? That happened to be, and I'll move it right here, if you remember, right there at $29.80 US cents was my back in business line before I moved it down. It was right here. Why was it right here? Because of this spike back here in April of this year. So that was my back in business line for quite some time. You know, whenever we close over 29.80, I'm confident that, you know, we won't see much lower prices from here. I then moved it to $29 because it seemed the most after we posted this resistance level here, then I moved it to the $29 level. But out of interest, we closed just above the $28 level, so that's looking very positive. Okay, now of course what we need to watch out for is any kind of fake out. So we don't want to see this as a fake out and then back down. So closing back below, I'd say now, closing back below 29 US dollars, closing any day below 29 US now, that's not a good sign if you're wanting to see the price of silver go higher and higher from here, and you've done all your buying and you're not, looking to back up the truck as such. Now, it might be good news for you if it does close below here. That's not a good sign. That would say we're very likely going to close below this uptrend line. Very likely says we're at least going to test the top end of the best buy zone of $28, anywhere down to 26. Again, the more times you test the level, the more likely it is to be taken out. So there's a potential that, or a larger potential that we could start heading down to there. That might be good news for you because you're looking to load up. I think most people, we just want to see it climb, and then, you dollar cost average in, and that's the best way to be. Of course, for the new watches, look out for 31 US dollars. It's now going to, because we have this new trend line in right here, and I think this tends to be, this is the right way, the right trend line right here through these 2 points, and then it intersects with there and the closes here. I think that's the most sensible. Okay, everyone does it a little bit differently. Breaking out of this uptrend line, very, very positive. Okay, and as I've said, the final hurdle for me is 31 US dollars. Closing any month above 31 US dollars tells me we are 100%, quote unquote, 100%, barring black swan events, market manipulation, in a bull market. We're 99% there, as I said, but 100% after we close any month. Okay, not just a day, not a week, a month. Okay, and then that signals to me very quickly, it signals to me that we're going to start climbing and climbing and climbing. The next major resistance level, if not the all-time high, which we're not going to crack in 2024, don't see that. The next major high is around about $38.50. I have drawn in here my range of between 37 to 40 US dollars as a no higher than in 2024. I don't even know if it's going to get to 30, even 37 by the end of 2024, but I'm just saying no higher than that this year. We'll if we crack above 31 and we remain above 31 US dollars, then I would say it's looking very good for silver. Over the longer term, in 2025, I can easily see silver cracking the all-time high because here is, where are we? Here's $50. And here is, where are we? I did have it drawn in previously, a vertical trend line, or did I get rid of it? Vertical line, vertical line. There we are, right there. That's the, nope, and I will, my apologies, I'll just move that. That's the end of this year. See that? It's so close. Oh, no, even to there, no, $37 to $40 by the end of the year. It's doable, but I wouldn't say, no higher than that. And just watch out for that 38.50 whenever we hit it, because it'll be a key level in my opinion. It's a key Fibonacci from old highs and old lows. But let me just move this out. So this is going to be, where are we? January of 2026, so the end of 2025. Okay, can we go, just out of interest, can we go, price range, where are we from here? Can we pump 60% in a year and a bit, a year and a quarter, roughly? Yeah, that's doable for sure. So $50 is doable in 2025, just so you know. That's a 60% move from here, and we've got over a year to do it. And out of interest, we are on the monthly time frame. We're still in the upward direction, so that's a good sign as well. And look at this. You've got this move from, let's see, March of 2020. Although we know what was going on in March of 2020. Okay, so an unseen thing. Okay, but we went from, where are we? There to there. Oh, that's 150%. Okay, so that's a 60% move. Easy 60% move in 2025 to $50 US. Easily doable in 2025. I'm just not going to say it's doable in 2024 for sure. I'd say a definitely no, unless again black swan event and something shoots the price of gold and silver up. Could it be World War III? Obviously we've seen what's been going on, conflict over the weekend. In terms of those two sides, which we won't mention because of the YouTube algorithm. And by the way, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family, and hit the like button now because it helps with said algorithm. But with the conflict over the weekend, are we going to see a bit of a spike in the prices once the US market opens? Maybe. Well, we've got the... what is it? The Asian market is open now. I think that's the market that's open. It's not the US market, that's for sure, because they're asleep. But right here, or going to sleep, it's still the weekend for them. So what we want to see, breakout, maybe a test of 31, retest of that line, and a breakthrough would be lovely. Failing that, breaking down, watch for top end 28 as you're no lower than that, please. We want that to be a fake out, okay? And then back up she goes. That would be really possible. I mean, look at this. You could easily see the old fake out happening here. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, no, you don't. And that. That's actually, when you take a look at the up and downs of any asset prices, that's actually very par for course, okay? Something like that, something like that. So, we get down to 28. Don't stress. We just preferably don't want to go down below the back-end business line because, again, the more times you test this, the more likely it is to go like that. If it does do that, this is what I want to see very quickly, okay? I want to see that really, really quickly. It would be very positive to see it bounce off that trend line, your 25 to 26 US dollars, or something like, that-ish. But we want to see a big V very quickly, okay? We don't want to see something like this, and I know it's getting very liney. We don't want to see that. That is not good, okay? That tells me not good for the precious metals, okay? Again, but it's a matter of perspective. Depends what how far you are into your stacking journey. Makes sense? Good. That is silver. We'll do gold and platinum as well. But of course, I like to do some quick shout outs for everyone here. In particular, I want to give a big shout out to Living Adam Man. Good morning, Joe and GMS fam. Hope everyone has a great week. Well, I hope everyone has a great week too, particularly Living Out a Man. Why? Because Living Out a Man had an accident last week. Didn't go into details of what it was, but he wasn't in good spirits last week. But it's great to see you on the show. So I'll read some comments below. I hope everything is going much more swimmingly for you this week. I hope you're recovering. Mark, Florida, GMS, great to see you, LAM. I do agree. Hey, LAM, I love this GMS family. We talk amongst each other and we support each other. It's a great thing. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. Hey, Lamb, glad you're doing better. Good to hear. GMS says Black Coal. CT says GMS. Tony Pearson, Chat Mum is in the house. GMS. Thank you. I will do that. Thank you very much. So we will take a look at, we've got some subscriber show and tell today. Take a quick look at copper today as well, because we did have Tony Pearson wanting us to do that. Yeah, better spirits, thanks. Had 3 days in bed. Oh, and then straight back to work. You're back at it. Living out of man. Well, you're a trooper, mate. So good stuff. Lance, GMS. David Williams, GMS. Let's go. Remind you about the, copper in the chat today, and I will, let's see, Living Out of Man said, this is, well, finally, then we'll get straight to gold. It's the 5th time I broke ribs. Costochondritis, I don't know what that means, was the worst when ribs break off from spine. This time right up high in the middle of my chest. What do you do for a living out of man? Painful, but I can't stop. I have 120 beehives. Oh, you're a beehive guy. What is that? There's a meme going around about something about like women, like, he keeps bees. Oh, yes, but he keeps bees. You're a beekeeper. I've seen that meme. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get back into it. We'll look at gold, then platinum. We'll do copper as well. And then we'll do subscriber show and tell. We have something from a subscriber who sent an email in to, of course, gmstackers@gmail.com. gmstackers@gmail.com. Send me your show and tell, a picture of something you recently added to your stack, or you send me your entire stack photo, whatever you want. Send me articles, send me anything you like, and I'll make mention of it on the show if I deem it to be worthy. Let's go back to sharing the screen. So we've done silver and the levels to watch out for. Back in business, and it looks great so far. Just just watch out for those levels. Gold on the daily time frame, priced in USD, 2,514. We are also back in business for gold. A beautiful fake out on gold as well. We are back above the uptrend line, and it didn't take us that long. That's very positive to see. Okay, so uptrend line. This takes you through, where are we? April of 2024, April of this year. Started there. There's the new all-time high. After we broke through 2,400, new all-time high. Right there, a third all-time high in July. And then we just took a bit of time, okay? Double top wasn't a thing. Triple tops are usually never ever a thing. That's when we said, look, we're coming up to here. It's looking very positive. I did say, of course, while we were above 2,430, it's my final hurdle for new all-time highs. And while we were above it, I said, new all-time high coming really soon. I said, watch out for the break of this. Probably the next time we break this uptrend line, next time we test it, we'll break it, and then we'll probably come back and retest. Well, we broke it, we came back and retested, but we're back down in this area. I did say 2,000, before posting 2,470, I said, hey, watch for 2,470 as the upper line in the sand, and we bang on. Gee, what do you know? Bang on 2,470. Closed last week at above the trend line. That's a very positive sign for gold. Let me just do a quick little bit of intraday stuff. What do we need to watch out for here? If I go on the 4-hour time frame, look at that. It was just right bang on the money right there. And the relative strength index is moving higher as well. So it's in the right direction. A quick bit of Fibonacci from this high and this low. Oh, I love it so much. God, I love it so much. Okay, so tell me what you notice here. Let's just show you the intraday. Does the intraday really matter on the long term? No. Should you be dollar cost averaging? Yes. Does this little stuff in between really matter? No. Are you in it for the long term? Yes. But it does help you to inform your longer term levels and strategies and all that kind of stuff. Okay? What have I talked about before? when you have a high and a low, you have a point in which after you get over that specific point, it then becomes like as I said, my 2470 or my 2,430 final hurdle for new all-time highs. Whenever we were above 2,430, I said new all-time high is coming really soon. It's a key level. Okay, and then I said we want to hold above 2,470 as an upper line in the sand. It's held above so far. What my point is, I have talked about a few times now the 0.786 Fibonacci from any particular high and any particular low, and we found resistance at the 0.786 from this high. And again, this is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so Fibonacci and technical analysis, it does work. It's not perfect, of course, otherwise we'd all be gajillionaires, but it does work a lot on smaller time frames, which then helps you to inform the larger time frames as well. So we say when we have a high and a low, a sort of a very confirmed recent high and a confirmed recent low, it's not until you break over a certain level that the fake out is less likely to happen. So those levels for me are either the 0.618 right here, but for me, I always be cautious and I leave it at the 0.786. What can happen a lot of the time is you can have a high and a low, then it goes up and up and up, and everyone thinks, because of mass psychology, they look at this level right here and they go, oh, resistance, resistance, resistance. Oh, it's the 0.618, the 0.618. We're there, and then you can find the dead cat bounce, and then that's the relief rally, and then down we go. A lot of people tend to think, oh, we're now back above this 0.618 Fibonacci level. Excellent, excellent. It's just smooth sailing from here. Oftentimes, you can actually find that the 0.786 level fakes you out, and then that's the relief rally or the dead cat bounce, and that's when it turns over. Okay, that's why I always use the 0.786 as the once we're above there, once we've closed, the particular time frame above there, then that's the positive level. So for me, out of interest, look at this on the 4-hour time frame and on the daily time frame, we closed last week. This high and this low, we spiked to exactly the 0.786. So it's great to see us above this uptrend line. It's very positive. Just the little thing once we clear the 0.786. So once we clear 2,519 US dollars right here, if we close any day above there, that is the go time, right? That's the go time to say, oh, a new all-time high coming very, very quickly in a day or two, okay? So just watch out for the fake out here. That's all I'm going to say. Am I saying it's going down? Oh, God, no, not at all. It's looking very positive, okay? But just watch out for this level here. We're not out of the woods just yet, okay? We want to see this hold and break above. If this is the fake out, then you want to see this uptrend line hold. And let's just talk about the down and the up, okay? If we do close above, then we're going to make a new all-time high in a couple of days from there. The next couple of levels I would get you to watch out for, or the next major level. Let's get rid of this Fibonacci for a second. Fib retracement. The next major high, if we break this all-time high here, the next major high, of course, is the mother of all trend lines. It depends on when it hits. It could be at $2,630. It could take a little bit of time. It could take $2,650. It could take $2,670. But this uptrend line, as you know, the mother of all trend lines, going back to 1980. Right here, sorry for all the vertigo, all the motion sickness. That is going to be an area that we will test. Whether we break through it or not, I don't know, but we will test it. Excuse me, let me go back there. There. Fantastic. So keep that in mind, around about 2,630 to 2,670 region-ish. If this is a fake out here, and this is going to be the high for a while, 2,530, and we break back down, of course, we want to hold here, the 2,470. However, the more times you test it, the more likely it is to be taken out. I would suggest the second time that's tested, that's going to be the time that it gets taken out. I would suggest then we're coming down to at least 2,430. More likely that's going to be taken out. Then you're looking at the 2,380. That's the support level, the big line in the sand, or down she goes. You really just want to hold above here. Don't go back into here again. That's not good. It's really probably a setup if we go back into here again, again, this is on the weekly time frame. If we go back into here, it's not showing strength because of this spike here. It's not showing strength, and it would say that, okay, just keep it in mind. Also, the reason I say that also is because we've been extremely overvalued for gold on the weekly time frame already, right? This was back in April. We came down. This could be the fake out here, and then we haven't spent any time in a normal kind of range on the weekly time frame since October of last year. Okay, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we really just want to hold this upper trend line. That's really all you need to know. As long as we hold that, great. If we don't hold that, so that's gold. My amazing gold analysis. Of course, you get week daily gold, silver, and platinum analysis. We'll take a look at copper today as well because we had a request for that. But let's go to platinum. Platinum is still in my depressed zone, as you know. This is platinum on the weekly time frame, $960 US. It's good to see us still above 945 right here until we're above this very long-term downtrend line from February of 2008. This is the solid, the thicker, so I should have just gone to the monthly. This is the thicker yellow downtrend line, February 2008. Until we're back above there, I'm just depressed on silver, and that's all I have to say about it, really. It's great to see us back out of the bottom end right there, but we're nowhere near out of the danger, okay? While we're above 945, it's looking a bit more positive, but technically I have to be depressed for platinum until we are back in this area here. Once we're back above this uptrend, this downtrend line right here, or this downtrend line, once we're back above, say, 980, 985, then I'll get like, okay, interesting, looks interesting, let's see where it goes. And once we get back above 1,000 and, well, it's around about 1,020 to 1,010 at the moment. When we're back above that line, I'll start getting excited for platinum, but I'm just not there yet. As far as I'm concerned, this left shoulder, head, right shoulder is still play-outable while we're below the long-term downtrend line from February of 2008. And that's really all I have to say. So for the moment, you know, the best buy zone of 900 to 750, it's kind of like a 50-50 probably for me at this stage. I did say last week that 945 would change my odds. I'm changing my mind on that. While we're below this downtrend line, we're still in this depressed zone for platinum. So I technically have to stick with my levels that I've been sticking with for months now. I'm depressed while we're in this zone. So crack above the long-term downtrend line from February of 2008, then great, looking better. Okay, that's it for platinum, really. As you know, though, platinum is highly undervalued. So should you wait for lower prices? God, no, don't wait for lower prices. You should just be dollar cost averaging. But out of interest, platinum is at the lowest it's ever been historically against gold and silver, right? Platinum to gold ratio. Could we tank from here? Of course. We could go much lower. Why? Because of the relative strength index on the monthly time frame. It is most definitely in a downtrend. We're still above this downtrend line, sorry. So we're still above here. That's positive. What you would love to see is that just remain above there, maybe consolidate, and you could go down, and that's okay. That's fine for the platinum to gold ratio to continue to go down, so long as you find support every single time at this downtrend line. That's good. You break this, not great. Okay. And again, this is just the platinum to gold ratio. So platinum could be going up in dollar value. Gold could be shooting through the moon. Platinum could be shooting through the moon. It's just not going up as quick. That's why you would see this go down. So we're looking at this in case you want to play the platinum to gold thing over a long period of time. But it's historically in the lowest it's ever been against gold. So many people are considering getting a little bit of platinum now while we're in this general area. Even if it goes down lower, they'll get a bit more of platinum, or they'll swap their gold for platinum, etc. But those are the levels, okay? You don't want to see it crack this. But it could go lower, okay? That's pretty much all you need to know. At some point, though, we will get back into extremely undervalued for platinum, okay? If we get anywhere into this, below this dotted line right here, oh my Lord, you would want to seriously be considering platinum versus gold, I should say. We're getting low down there, but again, historically low. So you do you. Platinum against silver is also historically very low. It's got room to move down, though. Much more room to move down, I would say, on the platinum to silver ratio. As I've been saying for a while, and I did a video a while ago entitled Silver is King. So I said silver is king. I actually think platinum might be the queen. And then it goes gold after that in terms of which outperforms the other. So I think silver will continue to outperform platinum. But I think platinum over the long term might actually outperform gold. So silver king, platinum queen, gold certainly not the dunce, certainly not the joker, but it might fare last in the tri-war of the metals, if that makes sense. That's gold, silver, platinum. We did platinum, random platinum ratio. Let's take a look at copper, because Tony Peterson has asked for copper. Then we'll do subscriber show and tell. Then we'll get out of here. We'll do a few more shout outs and a few more comments, etc. Copper. Do I have my copper? There we go. Okay. I'm taking a look at copper. It's kind of for the first-ish time. I've had this on my chart for a while. I've been watching it, but I haven't really done any kind of major technical analysis on it. So this is kind of like a first proper live look. So this is copper on the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars again. $4. Isn't that crazy? You want to say 4,000 or 42 because you expect that. It's copper. It's only $4.24. Having said that, it's at a very high point in its cycle. Okay. We were, Jesus, holy moly. Copper was 60 cents in 1999. It had a spike. It had an almost doubling in a year's time, and then it crashed all the way back down in early 2001, or in 2001, back down to 60 cents. 60 cents to $4 in the space of 2 years. What's going on there? 2 years, people. A 600% move. Oh, no, sorry, not in 2 years. No, in 5 years. 5 years from, where are we again? October 2001, May 2006. Roughly 5 years. A 600% move. Okay, that's kind of like crypto level moves. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty darn good. Okay, so let's take a look at the key levels here. Obviously, I'm going to do some quick basic support and resistance stuff. Okay, so there. Obviously, that's going to be one. I'm not saying anywhere going to go down there. I'm just showing you the major levels. Obviously, that's going to be one right there. Obviously, that is a key one right about-ish there at about your $2 mark. Cool. Yeah, you could call it that. You could call it that. You could really call it... Again, this is just... I do a lot of this stuff on the fly, people, so I will call it $3-ish. Yeah. That-ish. Okay, that's a decent range right there. So those are your major support levels, and we've spent a lot of time in between about $2 and over $4. Okay. Out of interest, we do some trend line stuff, and then we'll do some Fibonacci, and then I'll give my kind of opinion. Let's see, trend line. Yeah, you could go through there. Oh, I'm seeing something a little different. I'll pop that right there. That's an obvious one. That's just a sort of a general one there. I'm seeing something different. What's going on there? Does that make sense? No, but I am seeing this one. That point? Is that right? Maybe not. No. Ish. There, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. No, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, and you've got that one, and you've got some downtrend lines. Let's see. That's obviously broken, and yeah, maybe that one there. Okay, this is fascinating stuff, people. I know you love watching it. Again, hit the big red subscribe button. Yeah, that's kind of pretty good. Okay, I would say that spike there is up at that trend line. Okay, so that's kind of like that-ish. Okay, this is what we've got, and we'll finally do some Fibonacci. We'll take it from a significant old high and a significant old... See it a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Ha! Okay, what's that? What are you doing to me? Okay, so again, I'll show you this again. This is Fibonacci from the old highs of when we spiked in 2000 and then we hit that double bottom in 2001 of 60 cents. Okay, so I'm taking it from here. So what I'll do very quickly, give me 1 second. I will get rid of all those horizontal lines just for a second. Don't do that to me. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Okay, Fibonacci from this high and this low. And does it sit anywhere? Okay, that's interesting. What do you know? Okay, so after we posted here, so we struck through the 1.618 and we made this little high here of, this was just a blip along the way, of about $1.40. Where did we come back and find support? There was no area in which, this is why Fibonacci is very interesting. You have to admit, you've got to admit this. Does technical analysis mean, again, does it mean it predicts everything completely? No, again, because we'd all be gajillionaires. But out of interest, this high from the 2000s, from early from 2000, the low of 2001, we found resistance. We broke through and we're in price discovery. Okay, price discovery. Oh, we found a little bit of a top. So all these buyers down here are obviously going to take some profits at some point. So they decided to take profits around about here at about $1.40. Why $1.40? Who the hell knows? What was going on in the market at the time? Was there some news? I don't know. But people took profits here. That meant that a bunch of buyers were thinking, oh, I think this is a very interesting level. I'd like to get back into copper at some point. Or some of the sellers were like, I'm going to take some profits here. I might get back in at some point because I think, it might be onwards and upwards for copper. So they have to find a support level in which they're willing to buy. So some people would go, oh, it might come back down to here, the previous high. Okay. And for some people, they might have put a bunch of buying bids there. For some people, though, they go, oh, well, if it doesn't get down to there, where's the next sort of major level it would find support at? If enough people believe that Fibonacci is a thing, they would have drawn in with their you had computers and you had the internet, so yeah, they could have done this back then. This high and this low, and they would have seen, okay, so we broke through the 1.618 Fibonacci level. We broke through it. Maybe it would test it as support. So then you might find a bunch of people, whether that's big whales or institutions, go, we're going to set our bids at the 1.618. It went down to the 1.618 and gee, gobble, 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 what do you know? So it became a significant level of support because I guarantee you, and I can't read minds. Why does it keep doing this to me? I don't know why. I guarantee you there were people back then who understood, because Fibonacci's been around for a long time. They've gone, okay, this is the Fibonacci support level. This is the Fibonacci from this high and this low. I'm going to put in bids. And that's where we found it. Fibonacci is a thing, okay? That's very clear, okay? Now, out of interest on the longer term, where did we find levels? So we've got right here, that's a key level of support right there, okay? And that was previous support right there. So this does work a bit, okay? We randomly found support here at the 6.854 extension from this high and this low. Where did we find the big spiky top of this bull run? Where did we find that resistance? At the 11.089 extension from this old high and this old low. We found it almost bang on. Now, can we call it exact? No. Is it pretty damn close? Yeah. Can we call that a coin toss? Maybe, if you like. Okay. But then we found this random support Fibonacci line. Okay. Resistance there. Okay. Cluster of resistance right there. There's that previous support level right there. We clustered around there. Resistance right there. Okay. It's pretty interesting. Okay. So I think that might still be potentially in play. And what would be the next levels that we would be looking at? Let's go to the 3 monthly. When this thing wants me, when it wants to work for me. No, are we still live? Are we still? Yeah, no, I'm still live. That's good. What's my internet doing? Why is it doing that to me? Is my internet gone out again? Or am I still on? Am I still on, people? Tell me if I'm still going. Can you still see me and hear me? Hope so, Tony Collaboration. Okay, I think you can still. Am I live? There we go. Dang, that took a long time. Sorry, gang. Right here. So I'm going to say for now, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to say this is still potentially in play. The old high here and the old low here. So watch out for some Fibonacci levels at $6.40 and $10 maybe. But we are in a range right here. Okay, there's your trend line. There's the uptrend line right there. We're in a range. We've peaked at this trend line, so that's your big line in the sand right there. That's your big hurdle that we need to break over. So you want to see it break over, find resistance somewhere in price discovery, come back and test it and then bounce off. I don't know about the fundamentals of copper. I don't have an opinion on it. Give me your opinion. Do you think copper is going to go higher in coming months and years? Give me the fundamental reasons to why it can. But out of interest, if it does, watch out for that level, $6.40. Watch out for the big, obviously, this is the psychological value. So $10 is a big, massive psychological value for copper. So that's just obvious. That's right? So those are the levels. I will get rid of this Fibonacci for a second, and I'll just show you another one. And then we'll get to subscriber show and tell, and then we got to get out of here because I've got stuff to do. You've got stuff to do. The other Fibonacci level I will be looking at was when we posted the high here and this low here. Is there any coincidental? Gee, what do you know? When we posted, okay, I'll pop that there. Let's have a look at an area of confluence. Let me pop that. Okay, really old Fibonacci, and the most recent one, where are we? Get rid of that. And that's that one. Okay, when we posted the high in 2006, we found this very big, this low, which happened to be that 1.618 Fibonacci from the previous level right there. And then, what do you know? Did we find any support and resistance levels? Yes, right there at the 0.236. We sailed through it. So this is a beautiful, just like a complete V. I don't know what was going on with copper at the time. Oh, this was the GFC, of course. So this is the GFC dump in copper. So we found this high here. It was going to look like copper was going to shoot through the all-time high, and then the GFC happened. Blip, 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 blip. Found support at that 1.618 Fibonacci from this high and this low. Okay, and then a quick recovery. So it was like, well, copper was just. It was just the GFC, so copper's still on its way, and then we found that high there. Okay, but out of interest, we found the support level right bang on the 0.236 at $1.93. It's literally basically bang on it. Again, this is the 3-month time frame. Okay, quarterly time frame. Here. So you would actually say this is probably in play as well. Those are the levels. That's it. So I don't know, but you're in a range right now. You need to break out of this uptrend line. Either this Fibonacci or this Fibonacci will reign supreme in terms of the levels, but you've got $10 as your big psychological value. So once we break this right here, if we ever break through here, if we ever do, we could just continue to sink. But if we ever break, if we break here, you'll come up to an area around about that $6.40 level, as I said, and then you'd want to see that retest and bounce off, and then you'd be absolutely talking about your $10 would be a massive psychological value. That's what you'd probably see in platinum if we continue to see upward movement. If we do break down from here, it would be kind of something like this. You would want to see that hold. And maybe then, maybe it's that kind of thing. And then we break through, and similar thing to your $10. Or if we do not, why am I doing that? If we do something like this, That's not great. And then bounce and then... Okay, so I don't know which way copper is going to go. You don't either. On the relative strength index, though, we've been on the 3-month time frame. We're in extremely overvalued for copper way back in 2006. We've had, it looks like a decent bottom, okay, right there. That move, and is that a retest as well, out of interest? No, it's not a retest. But we've been climbing, so that's looking positive. We are climbing. We haven't gone into extremely overvalued for gold, for copper on the 3-month time frame for a long time. So it's due for a move, okay? But just bear in mind, we're still in the range here. So that's it. Those are the scenarios for copper. Let's get to... I won't do the gold to silver ratio today. All right. Subscriber show and tell. Of course, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family, because you can send me an email to gmstackers@gmail.com. gmstackers@gmail.com. Just checking if my light was on. Yes, it is. And you can send me anything you want in terms of... Well, don't send me anything you want. But you can send me pictures of your stack, stuff that you found recently in a little coin shop, a local coin shop, articles, whatever you want. But we do subscriber show and tell. And I need to get my screen up. Give me 1 second. And make sure, and that is from... Let me do this, this, and this. I'm going to go, can I do this? Give me a second. Oh, that's brilliant. Love it. You can do that directly from email. That is just the best. Yes, yes. Oh, okay, I can't do that. Okay, sorry, gang. Give me 1 moment. Download, download, download. Get stuff. Back to the coast, back for... Okay, cool. All right. So this is while Ash's Gold Adventures was right here. Thanks for your patience, people. My apologies. This is from Ash's Gold Adventures. So this is prospecting. Look at this amazing, amazing gold that he prospected. I'd like to know. So 23.23 grams of gold. That is just ridiculous. I've never gotten into the, and I would love to if I had the time and the energy and the cash to get prospecting material and go out there. Maybe one day when my kids are older, maybe I'll take them out prospecting when I get a little bit older and all that stuff. Just amazing. Let me see if I can get the other 2 bits of stuff here. So I'll do that as well. Yep, thank you. And I'll do that as well. Yeah, I can show those now. So let me put those up too. This is really cool, Ash's Gold Adventures. Ash's Gold Adventures is their YouTube name. So Ash's Gold Adventures, do you have, is that a YouTube channel that you'd like to promote here? Let me share that right there. That is just awesome. Oh, that is, look at that. So 34.7 grams, 49.5 grams. That is just awesome. Thank you, Ash's Gold Adventures. Post a comment below, Ash's Gold Adventures. Tell us more about it if you like. That is gold, silver, platinum analysis. We did copper for Tony Peterson. We've done subscriber show and tell. We'll get some final comments and stuff while I go back in focus, and then we will get out of here. We have 25 people watching live, 24 now. We've got a few more things to do. Of course, I'm doing a little bit of a different format now. I'm trying to, for the algorithm, that people watch for a little bit longer to start, because I did usually do the big intro with this kind of screen here. I just want to mix it up a little bit to get a better YouTube algorithm score and all that kind of stuff. You might see my new thumbnails as well. So fantastic. Let's see. Anything to do with Darn Nice Nugs said. Darn Nice Nugs. Hey, don't be rude. Oh, sorry. The Nuggets. Darn Nice Nugs says living Adaman. Yeah, wow, super cool, says Jason Ashworth. Jason asks Ash's Gold Adventures, if Ash's Gold Adventures is still watching, how long does it take to get that much for gold prospecting? Post a comment below, Ash's Gold Adventures. Let's see right here. It was buffering, were we? Damn, I'm so sorry. We were buffering. I apologize. Buffering. My apologies, guys. I don't know what's going on. I didn't say anything controversial this time. Let's see. So we were talking about copper. Seven is back. Great to see you, Seven. I don't know where copper is going to go, but I've got a good idea. Oh, do you now? Oh, I'd like to know why. Tell me about what is it about copper in terms of the fundamentals that you think is going to, why would that be? Just out of interest. Because I don't have a dog in the fight in terms of copper. Silver, yeah. Gold, yeah. I've just never looked properly into copper. But yes, I remember you said this before, Danny. Bought 1 kilo copper bars at $40 each. So we're at $4 now. So US times 30, so 100. Oh, okay, yeah, right. So much. You did great. So what's that? $40 each, and that's $40 Australian or $40 US. That's a really good deal. Good on you, Danny. Copper is the only metal I do ETFs for. Yeah, because it's, well, at current prices, because it's so bulky. But having said that, Tony, do you remember when silver was at $4 US an ounce? So, and even people like Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki were buying the physical metal at $4 to roughly, $4 to $8 US an ounce. So back then you could have that same mentality of, we just do the ETFs because it's so bulky. Yeah, but look what happened. Living Adamant, copper is very important. At least they have dedicated copper mines, not so much with silver. That is true. I mean, copper is obviously, we know copper pipes, copper this, copper wiring, copper that. People steal copper a lot. As I've said before, in Australia, when you're on a train, and if the train stops or you get to the train station and you hear something along the lines of, this train has been cancelled, to get into copper myself, particularly watching the relative strength index. If copper does that and that, very, very, extremely, very interested. If we break here, man, I could be a copper maxi. Buying it around about your $5 and getting to your $10, double your amount, double your thing. That's pretty darn good. Back to the quick comments and queries, and we shall get out of here. Great presentation on copper. You're welcome. Thank you for suggesting that, Miss Tony. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sorry about all the buffering before. Let's see. Any more comments? Oh, yes. Pete Repeat said Melbourne had some big storms and hail last night. Yes, it did. I was at the footy yesterday and driving back from the footy. The team didn't win, but driving back from the footy, it was battering down. So Knackers O'Reilly says, I mainly have 1 kiloed poured bars, only a few 1 ounce coins. So you're talking about silver now. Might look at half kilo bars in the future. Let's see. Oh, Jenny is great. Jenny's still got great. Jenny, long time ago, bought a 10 kilo Ainslie Bullion branded silver bar. And we've talked about that before. And Jenny still has it. Great to see you on the show, Jenny. Final few comments and then we'll get out of here because it's over the 1 hour mark, getting close, and we're losing people watching. So it kind of gets to that point. Okay, so then we've got to go. Let's see. You're just talking amongst yourselves. You're talking about plastic flips. And yeah, I think that's probably it, people. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, no, I have a question. CT says, how do bullion dealers package silver in Australia? Here in Texas, we get them in non-PVC flips or in paper envelopes. Oh, I have some tarnish in the paper. Oh, interesting. Just curious how it gets at capsules. So we do capsules here, and there's 2 types of capsules. Oh my God, based on my... That's what I didn't do. So we have 2 types of capsules, and then I've got to talk about something else. 2 types of capsules. We have the acrylic capsules and then standard capsules. Standard capsules, there's a bit of, apparently a bit of kind of gas or something that can release, and even though it'll protect it over time, it can still kind of tarnish your coins over a longer period of time. But there's acrylic capsules apparently, which is better. So that's kind of how we do it here in Australia, how we package them in capsules and then roll it up in bubble wrap and send it to you and all that sort of stuff. That's how we do it. But speaking of acrylic capsules, it reminded me of Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange, which reminded me of Perth Bullion Exchange, which reminded me of my brand partners. You've got to know. about my brand partners, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Australia's first dealer to offer free express shipping on all volumes. So, of course, they're my preferred physical bullion dealer here in Australia, perthbullion.com.au. I won't spend much time talking about them. Their new special for the week will be coming out. I don't remember what it is, but it will be coming out in roughly half an hour, 9 a.m. Perth time. They'll release their special of the week. It'll go for the entire week. It could be gold, it could be silver, you'll find out. But, of course, they do amazing deals there at Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Buy over a certain amount, and you also get, it is fully backed one-to-one physical metal, but with the convenience of having a phone app, etc. They will store it for you. I've crossed all the T's and dotted all my I's. And you also get, as a receipt of claim, and this is fantastic, you get a blockchain-based token as well. So 100% real physical gold. So you can save, invest, and transact in physical gold digitally with a WealthStack account, and eventually a debit card will be coming. They'll also be offering silver as well. You can, if you sign up, if you want to pay someone with gold, but you don't want to do it the physical way, get them to sign up for a WealthStack account, and then you can transfer your gold to them, to their WealthStack account, with no transfer fees as well. And the fees to buy real physical gold from wealthstack.com is spot plus 1%, which is crazy, and you can sell at spot plus minus 0.5%. So very good spreads, etc. I should have done Perth Bullion Exchange and WealthStack somewhere in halfway of the show. I'm just figuring out this new format. That's pretty much what I'll leave it. You're going to hear more about WealthStack and my brand partners tomorrow, the next day, all that, because they are my brand partners and doing fantastic jobs. But head over to WealthStack, download the app on iPhone or Android. It is free app, and just check it out. And if you have any questions, ask me. Go to the contact section there and ask the gentleman at WealthStack. I did an interview with the CEO a couple of weeks ago, so go straight to my channel and you'll see all the frequently asked questions. That's it, people. Don't know what's going on with the old internet connection. I'll have to see what's going on there. Thank you very much for watching. Stream is good now on my end, but I'm going to get out of here. We're going to dance it out, people. That has been...
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Thanks for watching Good Morning Stackers. Grab a tasty beverage. Let's do the final. Synchronized slurp. Now we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for watching. You will get another one tomorrow, every single weekday morning. My name is Joe Main. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you tomorrow.